What's happening, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Whiskey Nose Marty getting back at a live stream. It's been a few weeks. Thought we'd jump back into one, see what's going on with everybody. May have a special guest, the Unabomber. I think I saw it in chat. Box to his party, Marty's mic. Is it too loud? Let me know if that's too loud. I can turn it down easy. Damn, I got like 8 different whiskey YouTube notifications right now. Ha. Top Jimmy's in the house. What's going on? Randall Z is here. Get caught up here, guys. The Bourbon Engineer. Cheers, buddy. Roger Reese. Cheers, my friend. Randall Erickson is here. All kinds of notifications going off. Cool running. What's going on? Good to see you. The Jerkster. What's up, Tom? Cheers, man. I'm going to try this rose water. I've not cracked it yet, but I left my paper with everything on it downstairs. Can you text me that picture, Tom, if you've got it close? I like to look at it. Top Jimmy, the man, the myth, the legend. Let's see if I missed anybody. I don't think so. Getting caught up. Sorry, guys. Every time you do this, you got to remember how to start over. Streaming on Thursday. Stay tuned for announcement from my guest. Awesome. Tom's going Thursday. Good deal. Let's see. Ooh, it's a hot one. The mic is on, and mic is on. Okay, yeah. Oh, I got you. Yeah, last night. Yeah. All right. There's the whack. Cheers, Jeff. Good to see you. All right, guys. That's what we're going to do. I think Gary's going to jump on here about 7:50, 8 o'clock, or whenever he's ready. It's fine. Anytime, Gary. If you're hanging out, we'll do it. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow, green, red, and blue samples here that we can dive into with Gary when he gets here. But things I wanted to talk about. What are we sipping on in 2025? There's the Tats Master, and something he likes will be here soon on my show here. So, yeah. So, anyway, all right, JG877, mash the JG. Yeah, we'll get into. I've got some Larrikin here. Top Jimmy landed me the bottled in bond. This baby is pure. I've had to put it out of arm's reach. It's an 8-year bottled in bond. It is spectacular. We'll talk more about it in a minute. But here is the Larrikin Rose Water. This is the one Greg was talking about that they use the rose petals in the barrel. And I think the Bourbon Jerk is getting ready to review it if Tom hadn't already. I may have missed that. Sorry. Okay, let's just try this a little bit. See how it is. It is an 86 proofer, 5-year. I think I showed you a second ago, but in case you couldn't see it, we'll do it again. There you go. 5-year, 86 proof, 43%. Bottled in bond is fantastic. You are not kidding. Looked like the lick sugar kitty meow meow. What's going on? There's Corvette Trey. Cheers, man. Good to see you. All right, let's nose this baby up. Oh boy, that's rich, Tom. Right off a shot. The new 5 Roses. Hell yeah. That's what it's. It's solid. And there's a cinnamon spice coming off this. This is not what I expected at all. It is floral, but it's spicy floral. This thing, holy heck. Yeah, it's peppery, a lot of sugar notes. That baby needs to sit for a second. That is damn, nowhere close to what I thought it was going to be by any means. Danielle, what's up, brother? Cheers, man. One of my new patrons. Cheers. Thank you, buddy. Got several new ones, guys. Thank you all, Roger, everybody. Let's see. Yeah, this thing's solid. All right. We'll have a taste of this because I've got a couple more I want to move to before Gary gets here. Oh, yeah. Today is Cheech's birthday. Yeah, 11/15, I think, Whiskey Encore. Is that not right, Sugar Kitty? I think that's right. I can look and see in a minute, but I don't have YouTube up. Because if I did, it would have me all over the sound. A lot of spice for that. I'm very surprised. The palate's not quite as rich as the nose is with the sugar, the cinnamon. Something is still there. Yes, sir. Damn right, Raja. Yeah, it's more. I get more cinnamon spice on the nose than I do on the palate, but this is a special release from them. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Tats, have you? I don't know if you got to try this one yet. I think it's pretty new. Greg will probably save you some of it. I don't know I can't remember. Like I said, my paper's downstairs. I forgot to grab it in the box. Can't remember what the distribution is on this one. I think it's very limited, but it's proof down to 86, so there should be some availability for it. Cheech is 25th or 95th. Citrus, floral, honey, cinnamon. Okay, there you go. Is that what you got, or is that what that paper says, Tom? It doesn't matter. That's what it is. That's dead on it. I can see a little bit of that honey, a little bit of oatmeal. Yeah, that's definitely pretty solid for that. Very good. Very good. That really exceeded expectations, to be honest. 11:15, Sugar Kitty said. All right. For Whiskey Encore, gotcha. We can't tell what number birthday because the picture in the bay. Yeah. Ha! That's what I got. Okay, yeah, I'm with you 100%, buddy. I think you nailed it. Yep. Yeah, Greg is okay. Yes, sir. Cheers, there's Greg MC. Greg, I didn't get home till late. I'll try to take care of business tomorrow. I got the feeling there'll still be a few things there. This neighborhood isn't into a lot of these things. And I'm getting ready to get into something there. Uh, Something I stumbled on downstairs at your age. You're not in a ranch yet. Oh, hellfire. All right. I don't know if y'all have had this. I think I sent a picture, I think, to Tom and Greg. This is a double oaked peerless rye pick right here. This thing is phenomenal. I love it. It's 104.8 proof. It is rich. It is barrel. It is pepper. It's a lot. I don't know. Put me in chat, guys, if y'all see these. I'm trying to land a few more for a few folks. But this thing is a knockout. I think Tom said that he has seen them in the past, but he wasn't sure if they were picks. Join the crowd doing their knitting over by the fireplace. Although I happen to know the correct year, but failed to quote. Yes, I understand that too. Yeah, this baby's rich. It's honey toffee, baking spices every which way, vanilla caramels. It's got lactones, man. It's got like vanilla icing. This thing is great. You can see the color on this jewel. I've not seen the double oak rye before, I don't think, especially in a pick until now. And I don't know how many of them he got down here at this store. Tom, I think I like the Bonbon a little more than a single barrel. Moving on to the oh hell yeah, you had me at cognac. I don't. Which one are you talking about, Raj? I missed you. I missed something. Tell me what you're drinking on. Oh, dude, just solid barrel goodness. You know what? This may be, now that I've tasted that rose water, this coming at me might be too oaky for some folks. I'm getting a lot of oak from it now, but I like oak. I think it's good. We met a fun guy from 30 minutes north of Charlotte, Melbourne. When we went to visit Stewart, we showed him true deep Southern hospitality with many pours, including the ginger beer cask. Cool, man. Yes, cheers to the bourbon journey. The Hawk is going at 8. He's got a good show planned. So when he gets going, be sure you get over there. I'm going to do this with the franchise. Yeah, this is good. It's oaky. It's rich. Lots of sugars. 138 bucks, I think it was here, but it's a pick. How does it compare to the double oak? It's not a. This is more spicy, Trey, than the double oak because it's the rye. It's a lot more baking spice, black pepper, I think, than the regular double oak. I've got it over there. Maybe we can do that shortly. But those right there, those two right there are really good hitters to start the night, I think. The Rosewater really surprised me, man. Really did. Top Jimmy coming in hot. Thank you, buddy. Cheers to you, my friend. And thank you for helping me land a bunch of these I'm going to talk about tonight. I tell you what we could do. We could do y'all want to do a double oak giveaway, or I'll tell you what, we could do that. Or a four. Well, most of you have all the new Four Roses, so there's not really much use in that. I don't really have anything else right now. I don't know. We'll figure out something. Hawk can give you a company suggestion for a good chairlift, Marty. Chairlift. I missed something. Oh, there he is. The Chaz. The Fran Chaz. Whenever you want to, Gary, we'll get after it, buddy. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. Yeah, Top Jimmy, thank you, buddy. Like I said, cheers. And everybody hit that thumbs up. Rosewater. Really, really surprising. Peerless single barrel double oaked. I forgot. I didn't even realize it said that on it. Right there above the double oak. Single barreled. Oh, Corvette Trey said I can donate a 4 blind sample to the winner tonight. All right, we'll do it. We'll do it, and I'll do a. Let's see. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what I did at Winter. I'll tell you what we'll do. Well, no, I don't know if anybody wants the new K Lukes. I beat them to death, I guess. Let me look. I'll do a double oak. I'll just do a double oak blind. Let's do that. All right. Let me get the magical wheel up here so I can start taking names. All right. Good. We're good now. Okay. Let me get TJ. All right. Now we're starting off the party right. There he is. Hey, buddy.
Good evening.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. Awesome. Can hear you just fine. No issues. Gosh, this is a first on my channel.
I got to figure out why I can't hear Marty.
Uh-oh. He can't hear me. Damn, I spoke too soon. Bourbon Journey, maybe he meant Marty. Yeah. Damn, that's good.
Okay. I can hear you now.
All right, great. All right, perfect. 2 for Renee. Top dog. Perfect. All right, let me add center image. Right there. Okay, good. I think I'm set now. Perfect.
Just going to go grab a Glen.
Yeah, we'll get her started. All right, I've got everybody. I got Randall, the jerk. All right, guys, let me thank you guys so much, man. Let me get those in there. getting caught up. Randall, got you, buddy. Thank you, man. Cheers, my man. That's awesome. Matching my buddy Top Jenny and Roger Reese's. All right. Did I miss Reese? Yes, sir. All right. I think I'm everybody caught up. Yeah. All right. I think Randall, Roger, and Top Jimmy. Okay. I don't want to miss anybody before I get into these with Gary.
And I'll try to talk quieter. Apparently my volume is high.
I can fix that. I think on my end. Right here. Oh, yeah, it's gassed up. Now you should be just fine.
Sounds good. Chris Tats, I think we still have about a quarter of the bottle left.
All right. Caught up. Guys, thank you for the chats. Like I said, we'll do 2 giveaways. Corvette Trey's going to do a blind, and I'm going to do a double oak. So, be awesome. All right. Have you had any Larrikin, Gary?
I have not, but I did get a bag when I ran into Tom up at Evernorth. Well,
oh, okay. Right there. Okay.
Yeah, but just
I'm too fast.
And we do the hokey pokey and turn it all about.
Yeah.
So I've got the single barrel 8 years. I got the bottled and bond 8 year, and I've got the cognac finish 10 year.
You're gonna love the cognac, but if you want to try one to start, I think the bottled and bond is an absolute hitter.
Well, let me go grab another Glen then.
All right, we'll do it. I'll do it with you. Which one is the bourbon here, not the double oaked? Because I'm gonna be stingy. That's the double oaked for damn sure. With everyone you shared that with, World's Worst Bourbon Channel. That's what Tat said.
He was asking if we still have some of the 1795 bottle left.
Tiff. Top Jimmy, we're pouring your Larrikin Bottled and Bond 8 year to start. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 100 proofer, 75, 21, 4. So 21% rye, so we'll have a little spice to it. Distilled and aged by Sazerac Company in Bardstown. Bottled and blended by Larrikin and Lawrenceburg. So there you go. I think that thing is just spicy nice. I think you can tell it's got a little bit of age on the nose, Gary. I think it's got like...
It's gripping the glass nicely.
Yeah.
I'm getting some really nice legs on mine.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. I think it's... When I first cracked it, I think it was last weekend, I was really shocked of how good this thing was. And then I didn't have... This is one I didn't get from Greg. I got the cognac. I got a single barrel. And I got the maple. And I think Tom's the one that got the bottled and bond. And he was telling me how good it was. But yeah, this thing. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
$2 from Against My Odds. Cheers, fellas. Cheers. Thank you. Let's see.
Yeah. Chris, the spelling of my name only has one R in it. My family couldn't afford the second.
And with...
Well, thank you very much.
There you go. Oh, it's so good. That's just smooth, easy, spicy. I'm telling you, I can't remember. I think Greg... No, I'll tell you who can tell me. Tats is here. Tats Master, does Greg do a lot of the blending himself? I can't remember at that point in the show 2 weeks ago. I think that's what he said. Larrikin's 8 year, 9 year single barrels are delish, but $110. Yeah. can see that being pricey. Tom, I'm pretty sure I benefited from the bigger bottles. Just want to make sure I'm not missing something. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Chris, I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure Greg does a lot of the tasting of these barrels. But he also, Gary, I can't remember. He told me he just hired some young lady to come in there. Yep, he has a panel as well. He told me, Chris, about him hiring some young lady that I think just came to work for him a couple of weeks ago. And I think she's going to take over a lot of that stuff, or maybe it was the marketing side of things. I can't remember, but it seemed like she was going to do some of that.
Wants to know.
Man, that's just saw. It's good, but I think it's a little pricey on the pricier end. $17.95. Oh, there's the one he's talking about. Oh, you muted. I think. Hold on. Did I do that?
Don't bring me anymore.
There you go. I got it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I said we're making it last. So
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Tat says he has a panel. Good. This is great. Are you a Peerless fan, Gary?
I do like them. I mean, just their single barrels are just all over the place profile wise. Like some of them are phenomenal. Other ones get a little bit weird on me. But I do have a couple bottles. There's one actually just sitting right over there from quite a while back, which is just a fudge brownie. But yeah.
Okay, good. Because I've had a couple that I wasn't crazy about, but what was weird, the one bottle it was a rye single barrel pick. I had it and I took it outside 2 nights ago and got into it, and damn if I didn't really like it again. And I was like, okay, so I ended up finishing that one. But yeah, good stuff. Let's see here. All right. Let's make sure I didn't.
Are you supposed to only have me on the screen?
Yeah, right now for a second because I was doing
Okay.
something. Sorry.
That's fine. I just wanted to make sure it was
Yeah,
intentional.
I had to grab something secret.
Yeah, that just might be too much me for your
It was
audience.
a lot of sexy, real hard, real quick. I can tell you that. All right, I think I'm good. All right, I'm gonna pour these. How do you want me to do this? Tell me. This is now your show. And
Okay.
so I want you. I know we've got colored samples by
Right.
Red. Okay. And
So the red sample has the blue stripe on it.
yeah,
The green
I was
sample
all to
has
hell
the
when I
red
was looking at
stripe
that
on
a
it.
minute ago. Yeah, actually, and then the blue has the yellow.
Right.
Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the world's worst bourbon channel. So
Exactly.
it's all fun and games till Gary comes through in the end.
Yeah.
So I think that's it right there.
All fun and games till somebody puts their eye out.
That's right. Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, we'll figure that.
The
side
electrical
out.
tape shouldn't be that much of a
No,
challenge
it's just a matter of me seeing where it's at.
Oh, yeah.
I think. There we go.
Yeah. It's a tactile experience.
All right.
Pulling out the 50-cent words.
Shit. Should have been ready. All right. That's good enough. I think I can pull it through. Okay. So you want me to just pour these and just remember what they are, I guess?
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
I even got 4 questions for you.
Okay. Perfect. All right.
So I'll let you get them poured and lined up in whatever order that you want.
I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be fun. Okay. Yellow will be this one. Beautiful yellow in the green label. Green will be next. Let me show. I want to. This is awesome. I want everybody to see this. This is so cool. Yes, you can. Let me see if I can get it over here. You can see maybe that says green sample, and everybody see the red. Yeah. All right. Then we go red sample with the blue label. This,
Yes.
All right. And then the blue sample with the yellow label. Oh, come on now.
Yes.
That's too peeled. There we go.
It's just your basic Caesar cipher where I just shifted the colors by one in the sheet of labels that I had.
I got the top dogs. I'm on. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. Okay. You said you've got what, 4 questions?
Yes.
All right. Let me see. I'll do yellow, green. This is going to be great. Green, red, and then blue. All right. Any certain one you want me to do first?
The order that I poured them in, I had the red sample first, then the green sample, then yellow, then blue. That's the order that I put the bottles in when I poured them. Now, is that the order that you have to drink them in? Remember, it's a World's Worst Bourbon Channel flight.
That's
so,
right. No,
so chaos is acceptable.
If this is not a train wreck, I'm going to be totally disappointed.
Oh, well, you're not going to be disappointed, I assure you.
Perfect. That's what I was shooting for.
Here's the one thing I will promise you, though. They are actually 4 different whiskeys.
Okay. All right. I got it. All right.
So
I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to go blue.
So do you just want to try them, put your notes, and then I'll give you the questions later?
Yeah.
Or do you want, okay.
That's beautiful. That feels like it might have some age on it, Gary.
Which one is that again?
This is blue. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Hold on. This is the blue, which is not blue. It is very dark copper. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And
also, I didn't send you crap.
Oh, I don't. Yeah. That's got a lot of vanilla to me. Might have some oats, like kind of an oatmeal raisin. Maybe some cake batter. Man, that's good on the nose.
So I will give you the actual questions later, but I put the over-under in terms of headshotting bottles at 1.5. So I'm fully expecting you to headshot at least 1 bottle on the blind.
Okay. We'll see.
No pressure, though.
That's right. That's old as shit. I'm just going to tell you. That's antique store, dude. That's, oh my. Yeah. Proof is down on it a little bit. That, I don't think this is a barrel proof anything. I don't know. Damn, hell. Let's go back to it. It's got an Elijah Craig feel to it. I'm just going to jot that down. That / I don't know, man. It might have some turkey funk. Yeah, that could be Austin Nichols too. Yeah, I don't think that's Craig at all. I'm marking that out. See, that's where those, I don't have much of that. That's where the proof, I am going to have to just go off straight. Fight the spice and try to pull the proof. That's hard. It's dusty turkey, I think. And I may not even be on the planet, but that's what I remember it to be as good as. I can't remember what those, is it 81? Those things, I'll just call it 86 proof just to safely start it off. Man, that's, yeah. Let me step back after that one, because that's going to be, That's great.
So, so in the order that I poured them, that was the last one that I poured. Just
okay. So I totally just screwed up the planet, which is
oh no, you said you wanted a shit show off the rails.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, well, I just went backwards from what I poured. I didn't put them in any order that, other than what you said in my head. But well, then I'll tell you what, I won't go in that. I'll go to the first one now, which is the yellow. Let's just mix it up.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Y'all want a show? We're going to give you one now.
Yeah. And actually, yellow's perfect because that was like the next to last one that I poured. So, yeah, you're just going to walk this thing completely backwards.
Okay. Yeah, there's some age to this, too. I'm still getting covered up with wood and vanilla. This one might be maybe a little shade proofier than the first one. Maybe not. Ooh. A little citrus on that one. Maybe a little, it might be more floral now than citrus on the finish. Not a lot of back end spice. Very light on the finish, but I do dig it. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's go ahead.
I was going to say, for what it's worth, and it's worth nothing, I'm also having a pour of that one right now.
Okay. Well, yeah, let's talk. I mean, I don't know the questions yet, so we can talk through this one. I mean, we can talk notes. We don't have to give numbers or nothing,
No.
Do you see the woody vanilla that I'm getting from that?
Oh yeah.
And then I said it doesn't have like a harsh, spicy finish for me.
Same.
I think it's light. I like how it has a little bit of a back end explosion, but it goes away pretty quick. That's a very that pour can get you in trouble. Because I think you could set it down and go back in 5 seconds and do it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have a lot of.
Oh, it's spot on.
Yeah, I think that is that. Whew, I'm gonna throw that down just for shits and giggles. That may be hotter than 94. See, when you start getting that antique, for me, that's where that proof shoots out the door. Yeah, that's. I'm in the 6-year wheelhouse with that one a little bit, and I may not be quite right. All right. One more on it, and we'll keep moving. Wheel of the Thrill O'Neill. Sorry, Marie. I didn't mean to miss you there. I think I got tied up there. Hey, Marty, moonwalking through a. Yes, I am. Yeah, man. I hope so too, buddy. The women look great. So did the NC State women yesterday. A whiskey with skid marks. Ooh, that could be a shirt, JG, for World's Worst Bourbon Channel. I'll let him have it. Whiskey skids.
I got to hang out with Will on a pick at Backbone about a month ago. That's actually where the glasses.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hold on. Bring it over. Come on, kick. Here we go. There it is, Backbone.
Yep, all fancy with the stem.
Hey, I hear you. Keith J, I hope you're mending, buddy. I know you hate my shirt. You should live in there, but I got you. Hope you're feeling better is the main thing. Mending. Yeah, Keith J from MA. Cheers, buddy, from the crew. Travis, cheers, buddy. Travis, did I ever send you that money for that bottle, let me know. I'll send it to you. I got so much shit going on. All right, that one's good. This one might be. I'm just gonna. God, both of these might. Man, I think I know if any of these other two are like this, I'm either gonna nail it or not be on the planet. All right, I'm gonna let you pick green or red next.
Green.
All
We're
right.
gonna do the complete moonwalk through the order that I poured.
Okay. Green is next. Good gosh, guys, can you see that? That is something. Whiskey Nose, I remember a whole 1 hour and 45 minutes of that hangout. What I remember was amazing. Yeah, no joke.
There was some whiskey drink that day and night.
I have to get some more Red Glens from Callington Mill Distillery over here to bring over for some special people next year. Yeah, red, cool. This is directed at Marty Go Duke. Yeah, okay. Well, if I see that damn boys flag's parents one more time, I might shoot somebody. Go Arizona Wildcats. All right. Hey, there you go. Go Hawkeyes. All right. On the green. Let me get to going here. Damn. God almighty, Gary. This is really. This has got a little more proof on the nose for me, I think, on the shot. That is no, this is green. Correct. Yes. Yeah, that Austin Nichols right there tastes just a little bit lighter. Damn, I can't. That's killing me. That thing's still vanilla bombed on me. Still getting all that wood and vanilla. Same scenario. Light finish, but with just a little pepper kick. Yeah, that's just, I think that one's just a lighter proof. Okay. There's definitely, I think, a little more baking spice, little pepper on that one, Gary, than I think the previous yellow for me. Let me check it one more time because I think, God damn, yellow's kind of gassing up now, but I think, I tell you what, I don't know if you'll agree or disagree with me with this, but every one of these first three that I've had, the nose almost matches the palate exactly, other than maybe a little tweak on the finish, which that's hard to do on the nose anyway, you know.
I would not argue with that.
Yeah. They're staying very consistent on the start and finish between the nose and the palate for me. This one might be richer. This one might be richer than yellow, but I don't know if it's as strong as blue was on palate. But
fair.
You said that was kind of the order that I screwed up when we started. So yeah, I like that one a lot too. That could be an 8-year.
Yeah, and I could have just as easily flip-flop green and yellow when I poured them.
Okay.
But when it's all said and done, you might understand why I poured them in the order that I poured them in. Not to be too cryptic or anything.
Well, happy birthday, Krista. Let's see. Well, damn it. I don't. This says top.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, 'cause you're awesome. Happy birthday.
Yeah, sorry. I should have just taken Top Dog out of it and left it for whoever. But happy birthday, Krista. That's awesome. Okay.
I think it works even better with somebody else's name on it.
You know what? That for me and you, that just nail on the head right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wisconsin and Marquette lost, so I'm rooting for chaos. There you go.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's
I like it. Is it St. John's?
it's like I made an effort, but only one effort. That's it.
That's it. Yeah. You get one. You
Yep,
get
I'm not
one.
making a second
Yeah.
effort on
No,
that.
you get one. That's for sure. You get one. Huh. All right.
Family
I
Guy
like that
Spider-Man.
one a lot. I'll just tell you, that one's got a little more body for me, Gary. Mid, late palette than yellow did. I think yellow is still, you got to be careful with, crushable wise still. Green is freaking killer. Don't get me wrong. Okay. That damn thing's now falling in that wheel hat. Holy shit, God, guys, this is one of the toughest ones I've ever done. I think I know close to what we're at, but when you start dealing with the age of these things, and then, I mean, hell, guys, look at red here. I haven't even touched it yet. Look at that line of legs. 2 votes for Whiskey Nose. What I miss here? Bourbon Engineer. To replace World. Yeah. Oh, I'm with you. Yeah, I can do that real quick, man. Yeah, don't you worry. I tell you what's great is when Gary puts out a video and I'm sitting at work and I click on it to watch it and it lasts 40 seconds and he's done and I'm just sitting there shaking my head like, damn it, I want more. Dude, you ought to just, you know what? You ought to do the exact same video again, but completely different. Like, oh, I forgot. You know.
There are variations on a theme.
Oh.
I mean that was kind of the Found North Peregrine. I mean, that ended up being a trilogy of videos, which I never expected it to go beyond one.
Yeah. No, it worked out good. I think it's great. I do. That's something I got to talk to Whack. I don't know if Jeffrey's still here, but he's been doing his premieres in the evenings. I like them during the day while I'm at work.
Oh, I just do them like randomly 5 minutes after I upload the video, which is 10 minutes after I record the video.
Yeah. Done. Out. In
Yep.
public. I like it. No, that's fantastic. I think that's a great idea. All right. Like green. Go ahead.
I'll have to see if I come up with any ideas in the next 24 hours because the semester spring break is next week, and I'm actually heading out to Maryland to my brother's place to see my parents. Going to be like literally 10 minutes from where Dusty Dan's at, but I don't think I'm going to be recording or publishing anything for that next 10 days or so. So, but as usual, there's no rhyme or reason to when I drop videos. So
yeah, well, good. I don't want to expect something.
Yeah,
I'd rather just click on it and say, "Look there, World's Worst Bourbon Channel."
Yeah, there could be like nothing for 3 weeks and then 3 videos in a week.
Dang on right, Roger. I dig that old line. Yeah, that'd be great. And I think their stuff's pretty reasonable too. Marine, I don't know. Marty likes to give us actual content. World's Worst Bourbon Channel just leaves us all guessing. Usually guessing, what the hell did he just? Yep. Yeah, like I said, Marine, when he's done, I was like, I need more. And I think, you know what? Think about that. He left it right where he wants it. Wanting more.
A lot of times, if it's, I usually shoot for humorous, and humorous gets difficult the longer you make it.
Oh, gosh.
So, like, get to the punchline, then get the hell out of there.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Katie? Cheers, girl. That's funny. Gary, you can still go see Dusty and record with no volume. He is the master. I've happened to him a couple times. I don't know why it does that, but I tell you, I have a hard time when I shoot videos with Stream Labs. It splits the video into audio and video, and I don't know how to get them together. So
with my zero budget channel, I'm actually using Zoom to record the videos. So when when I save them, I do get a separate audio file if I wish to split them up. But
it's not done that to me till like the last month or so. I sat down one night and cut 3 videos. I was telling Scott the other night, Hawk, and I was like, I went to start editing the first one. It had audio and then it had video. And I mean, you can download both, but the audio is nothing but audio and the video has no audio. So I don't know.
Right.
I've Googled it and I'm like, what the hell? Why is it splitting this? Then you can either record into cloud or on the channel. And I've tried it both ways. At work, I'll sit there and I'll record a 15-second video, then let it save and then see what it does. Each time I change a setting, and it still splits them. I don't know rhyme or reason, but it gets frustrating because I'm sitting here paying for something that I'm using half of what it's capable of.
I'm keeping the revenue and expenses at an equilibrium with my channel. Yes,
I hear you. Good move. Okay, I like green a lot. Green may bump yellow back 1 just because it has a little stronger finish. Blue is still the leader in the clubhouse right now. It is time to try the red. I don't know. Is Todd and Andy going tonight? Has anybody said?
I do not know.
I don't either. I'm bringing it up and go to subscriptions and let everybody know. I see nothing. I guess not. But they always would post us something if they said they weren't. I don't know. Guess not. Let us know in chat, guys, if y'all have heard from Todd and Andy. Well, when you review finished bottles, it helps with budgeting, Gary. Thank you. Yes, hit the like. 21090 is not streaming tonight. Okay.
They must have heard I was coming on here and just figured.
Yeah, well, I mean, how can you follow this? Yeah. You can't follow this.
No.
All right, guys. Gary still has questions that I have to answer. So we're just going through this. We're now going through the last one for the first time. And then Gary's going to throw the questions, and then I'll try to throw the answers from what I did the first time to the questions. This one has a little more rickhouse wood. This is red now, Gary. I'm on in case I didn't tell you.
Yep.
Okay. Rickhouse wood vanilla icing. Yeah. Still some black pepper. That's solid. Oh my. That is all. It's a little bit of citrus. Maybe a shade more cooking spice. I still think it's low proof. Still, everything, again, this is another hitter, Gary, that I think the nose almost exactly matches the palate.
Well, these are 4 bottles I've put pretty good dents in.
That thing's more honey caramel than I think the other ones for some reason for me. I'm sorry, honey citrus, not caramel. I still think it's pretty low proof. I still think it's that golly. See, that's the thing, man. When you're dealing with dusty stuff that this could be, you don't know if you're 8-year, 12-year. That's what's going to get me. That's so good. That's got a lot more, Gary. That's got a lot more spice up front than the others do on the finish. The spice hits me earlier on this than it does the other 3. But it lingers. It stays there for a long time. So I've got 92 proof in written down, but it could be could be higher than that for sure. Wow. All right.
Well, the important thing is you're having fun.
But all these are amazing. These are fantastic. I think, yeah, I'm having a hard time. There's ages on these that make some of this stuff you normally pick out very, very hard to do. Okay. Good Lord. The caramel bomb on blue now after it's been sitting for 30 minutes. Man. What a great hobby.
Living better than we deserve.
I'm telling you, it's one of the things that nobody talks about anymore about this. It's we've kind of all fallen channel wise into this bottle, this sample, this group, and it's all great. I'm not knocking any of it, but we forget to talk about the American history that's behind this stuff. The native wood that you have to use for this to be a bourbon. It's got age, it's got history, it's got dirt roots from this country. It's just we don't talk about that anymore.
Yeah.
And people that are new to this, all they're doing is seeing what's popular and trying to go find it.
Yeah.
Understand the history. One of the greatest things after I first got into this was watching the documentary or whatever it is, Neat, like 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
That is one of the best things you can well, I say that, and here I am with a whiskey room. So, you know, it's all how you look at it. But yes, we're getting to the skull tonight.
It is entertaining. I mean, just like even now, I would go back and watch again and be entertained. It's it's cool with having the one daughter that lives down in Louisville.
Yeah,
where it's like Old Town Liquors. That's literally down the street from her place. It's like it's like I've been in there easily 2 dozen times, and just I know that place. I've been there, and just the deeper I get, it's like, oh yeah, I know what they're talking about there.
Who was it, Gary? It was probably Freddie and Neat that said, if you're a master distiller or somebody that buys whatever you want to call it, a master blender, or you just buy barrels or you own a distill, whatever, that you might see your plan maybe twice, and if you're lucky, 3 times. That's what people forget too.
Right, just for it to come fully of age, be able to make the tweak, and then for that to come fully of age, you're easily 20, 30 years in for it to get to that point. And one of the things that I've found interesting in looking at all this is just how much it has gone from an art to a science in the last 40, 50 years.
Yeah. I agree with that. I can see that, and we can taste the results.
Yeah.
That's the thing is, I don't know how long ago, but somebody said, you know what? I'm going to barrel it twice. Somebody probably thought, you're nuts,
Yeah.
You're nuts. And you're wasting money on barrels or a barrel, and you're going to tannic the hell out of it. But I don't know, man. It just took a little innovation, and here we are.
Well, I mean, you go back to 1910. That's kind of we actually kind of out of necessity had to double barrel it, and it wasn't a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean, it worked.
Yeah.
So. And
then you also got the history with Scotch in that of with the used barrels and maybe blending of the different barrels.
Yeah, and I mean it was a while after I first got into bourbon and stuff that I didn't want anything to do with Scotch. I just didn't. Yeah. And then the more I learned about it, and then Kevin Pierce was already into it, and he would bring me stuff to try. We'd drink it, and I'd be like, "Yeah, this is pretty good, man."
So there's 2 reasons I try to stay away from Scotch. One is I'm somebody who gets a Band-Aid note on a lot of different scotches, and I don't like drinking Band-Aids.
Sure.
And two, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole knowing how much more that would cost me. It's like I've already committed probably more than I should have to just American whiskeys, bourbon, rye, light whiskey, etc.
Sure. I can see that. I can be on that boat.
It's like, and the couple, and I found that several scotches that I've had that I've really liked aren't cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, it's not cheap in general, but I have a feeling that, some of the bottles that I really like, it's going to get, I would hit 5 figures really quick.
Yeah, no, I can definitely see that with some of these Bercolottis and older stuff.
Yeah,
out there, and that's the thing, man. It can take you down a whole nother realm. That whole
Well, I had a trip to Louisville that I met up with Blake, Jason Calori, and Top Shelf Dustin, and Dustin brought 3 cast strength sherry finish, and I think the youngest one was like 15 years up until like the 25s. And it's like, oh, this stuff's phenomenal. I could drink this. And then it's like, oh, there's the price tag. No wonder, But yeah, I don't make the kind of money it takes to go down that path.
I'm trying to handle what I've got now.
Yes.
And I gave 6 cases of whiskey away about a month ago to some guys that work with me because it's been sitting on my shelf for over a year and a half and I haven't touched it.
Exactly.
Like, it's your turn to try it and see what you think.
Well, that's what's going to happen when I go out to my brother's, and like I was there around New Year's, and I packed a couple bottles that are ones I'm not really going back. And he's like, don't bring your good stuff. Like, we drink for different reasons. I'm like, no, I'm bringing stuff that I'm not taking home with me. It's like, go ahead. It's like, I did bring a 15-year buff turkey with me, but I did bring some other stuff that it's like, you can do your damage on these things and I'm not going to care.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I got to go back and, try to find another like 3-4 bottles that I am fine leaving behind for him to enjoy.
Yeah, that's right. I was there. I think either Blake.
Yeah, you were. Damn it, you were there.
Yeah, one of y'all.
There were
brought
so many people walking in.
Carter. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were Blake. Somebody brought a bunch of Old Carter, and I got to try. I can't remember which one it was that I'd never had before.
It was Blake.
Okay.
But yeah, Dan and Julie, Michelle Davilar, and William Davilar.
Yep, and Kevin Christie were with us. And what was funny, we were right down the street at that. Well, it was a different kind of bar, but we didn't know better, and it was fine. And then Jason's texted me, "Where you at?" And I said, "I'm right here." And he goes, "Dude, we're like 2 doors down." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and then Zach from Bourbon Kingdom swung by and brought like even more stupid, phenomenal stuff. Bottles with them.
God, I forgot about that. That's right. Thank you, Blake.
Yes, thanks, Blake.
I got to meet Zach at the meetup this year. I didn't get to talk to him at that one.
Yeah.
Bill and Bob. Yep.
But yeah, the worst bottle that night would probably be the best bottle for most people on most nights. That's just insane.
The one I remember, and I think it might have been I don't know who did the pick, but Gary, I don't know if it was you or Blake or who it was. It's the square old Rip. Is it a rye? What, I can't remember that. It's like the old Rip Van Winkle tater sticker. I know you have. Yeah, that's it. I think.
Oh well. Well, I mean, the whips are on the wheat whiskey, but there is a rye that is like this.
I don't remember which. I just remember it was phenomenal, and
Yeah.
and it was well long gone by the time I ever had a chance to. It's like, hey, where did you find that? And it was like, oh, it's a pick or something. Yeah, and I remember that was just really,
Yeah,
really good.
the New Hollands were picks that actually Maureen and I were both a part of when I was with the group that did those. We just raided New Holland's barrel house before anyone else got in there and signed off on all sorts of wild stuff.
God, we did. I remember that night now. Yeah, Roger, don't worry. My subscription status isn't quite to 100K. You'll just be embarrassing yourself in front of the usual people. Absolutely. Me and Gary are total witnesses of that. So, yep, great point, Randall. Marty, it hits like a freight. Yep. I guarantee it. All right, let's get into the questions.
Okay.
So, I'll let you start with what I need to do, and I'll start answering.
Okay, so first off, age.
Okay.
Less than or greater than 3.5 years.
For which one? All of them?
On all of them. All these questions are going to be on all of them.
Greater than 3.5 years.
Well, I don't know if you want to write them down, and I do want to clarify one thing before I have you answer everything else. So it'll be you might even consider it a little bit of a hint. So let me
go ahead.
So the next 3 questions.
Okay.
Proof.
Okay.
Primary grain.
Okay.
And state of distillation. Now, with that in mind, my thought when I picked out this flight was a Kentucky bourbon bottled in bondish flight.
Okay.
So I'm with that in mind, you should be able to get those questions correct moving forward.
Okay.
So you're saying they're all over 3.5 years.
I agree with that 100%.
On this Kentucky bourbon bottled in bondish flight. Okay. What is your revised proof guess on all 4 bottles now?
I'd never had any of them above 100.
Well, keep in mind it's a bottle and bond-ish flight. So
I had blue at 86. I had red at 90.
A bottle in bondish flight. What is your revised guess, Marty?
100 proof.
Excellent. Fantastic. So Kentucky bourbon bottled in bondish flight. What's the primary grain?
I'm going to go with corn on this one.
And state of distillation.
I'm going to stick with Kentucky 100%.
Damn, you're amazing.
All right. That's it. I'm out.
So and any guess on they're even all legacy Kentucky. So if you want to give me any guesses on any of them,
I'm
still thinking you should be able to headshot them.
Are they all the same distillate?
No.
See, that's a problem right off the shot.
So but keep in mind that I said I could have switched green and yellow, the order that I was pouring them, but I put them in the order that I did, so it wasn't the first and second weren't next to each other. So maybe red and yellow might be the same distillate, or at least from the same distiller.
Red and yellow Heaven Hill.
Nope.
Damn it.
But if you go in between there, it might be.
See, I think there's turkey here somewhere. I'm just having a hard time now. They're probably all fucking 4 Roses. Bottled and bond, though. See, that's where I.
Bottled and bond-ish. Technically, only 2 of them are bottled and bond. The other 2 are not bottled and bond.
I don't know.
Roger Reese New Holland is in Holland, Michigan. They have a restaurant, gift shop there. They also do have one in Grand Rapids.
That is correct, Bourbon Engineer. Yeah. Yeah. Red's coming across a little grainy now as it's opened up. So I'm trying to. Is blue wild turkey?
No, but I understand why you're guessing that.
Okay. I'm stuck. That's the one I thought I was 100% sure of.
Oh, so if you want a hint, I included blue because I see the bottle when I watch your stream.
Old granddad.
Yep.
Is it old granddad? I now that you say that, I taste the shit out of that now. Yep. God damn it.
But I do get why you say turkey on that.
That's wild. See, I don't get the beamy nutty nuts off that.
Nor do I.
That's to me, that's got an Austin Nichols feel to it.
That and the Knob Creek 18, neither of those strike me as Jim Beam.
Yeah, and that's that this guy right here gave me my first taste of it at the meetup.
Same.
Yep. You're my boy, Blue. Orange creamsicle. Yep. Wow. Bottled and bond.
Ish.
Yeah. I got you. Ish. Yeah. All right. Red. Have we said anything on red?
We have not, other than red and yellow are from the same distillery, and it's not Heaven Hill. No, I didn't say that one was behind you. Only the OGD was behind you.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that's not, either one of those. I'm looking at the Evan Williams because, hey, damn, you know what? Some bitch is Old Forester all day. Single barrel, 100 proofer, black label. Son of a bitch. Pardon me. It's so good. Those are so good.
Yes, they are.
Oh, so let me bring it so everybody can see. In case y'all haven't seen these, guys, look for these black label 100 proofers. That's a distiller's reserve pick. Oh, wow.
Right from the gift shop.
Yeah, those are so good. I've got one from Greg McDonald back there that I've had for a year or so, and I've had to hide it from arm's length.
I have never had one of those that isn't fantastic. The blue labels, I've had phenomenal blue labels, and I've had lava blue labels.
Yep,
that are nearly undrinkable. But every 100 proof black label I've had has been phenomenal.
If I can find them at a decent, which that I've never found. Greg McDonald's the only one that's ever got me one of those. But I do love the single barrel green label Rise. I think those are very good.
Oh, yeah.
Agreed on those blue labels. Never know how that's going to go. Yeah. Corvette Trey got me and him our last ones from B&B, and they were fire too.
The best advice I got on the blue labels that are otherwise undrinkable, Will Henderson told me this. Do a 1950 with them. 50-50 them with 1910. Phenomenal. Because I had one that was just pure fire. 50-50'd it. I could drink that all day long.
Yeah. Yeah, Tope. Yeah. I'm writing it down because I have a couple blues sitting here that I just don't drink because they're just straight up gasoline. I mean, they're good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Until you swallow it,
Yeah.
and then you got to go, shit in the creek so you don't set the woods on fire.
Yeah.
But it'll do it to you. Tad,
But
I
if-
have a Stanley Hotel pick when we caught up with them. Oh, wow.
Nice.
Well, Jackie always said the 100. Yep. Where is she now? Is she doing anything whiskey wise?
Isn't she still with Hidden Barn or no?
I guess. I don't know. I've not seen anything hiding the hair of her. She got
No.
married a year or two ago, and I never. She quit calling me and everything. I was like, I can't, Jackie. I'm
Yeah.
married, so she is. Travis said, okay. All right. Green now? Is that right?
We still got green and yellow to discuss.
Okay, green. Bottled in bond, 100 proof green. This one's messing with.
Yeah, the next two are actually true bottled in bonds.
Yeah, this dude here is messing with me because it's still got a nice dusty antique taste to it. Like I said, this one, I said yellow was crushable because of the finish. Not enough grapey notes for. I'm not getting any Buffalo Trace out of that. It's not McKenna. Wow, that's good though. Whiskey Nose and Top Dog saw her at a craft festival here in Tennessee. Oh, that's cool. Roger Reese's Marine, I'm in. She's probably hiking in Tibet. You know. I found one and bought it in Bardstown. Yeah. Jephthah Creek. Travis. I want to get one of them right, man. I guessed Heaven Hill, but I mean Old Forester, but I did not think that was the bottled and bond one, or the black label. I thought it was something else. I just thought, nah. I'm trying to think. See, this is cheating. I don't give a shit what anybody says. When you start looking around your room for something to jump out at you, you're cheating.
See, I could have swore you're going to get that OGD one correct.
It didn't taste like it. It tasted a lot older than that, which is nice. It blinded what I thought it should be, other than the laid back finish.
Yeah,
it needs more. It needs 111, 114 proof finish. It does.
Oh, I would have loved it at a 114.
Marty, that's an old tub. Baker's, it's not enough. I'm not getting any nutty stuff for this to be Knob Creek or Beanie. All right, Gary, I give up on green. And you said it's the same as yellow?
Red and yellow were the same distillate.
Okay.
Green
well,
is something different.
Red, so
do you want to know what green is now?
Yeah, we're on green. See, I've got an 8-year back there that's unopened for my daughter's wedding, and no, damn it. 100 proofer. There it is. That's good. You know what? That, Gary, I know that's special, and you and Marine probably paid a lot for that, but that's not bad. I know it's expensive. I know, the 8-year I got, I paid $120, but I'm ABC state, and I've never seen one before.
I got that from 150, but it was from a store that I've got a great relationship with.
We're paying $60 for the bottle, at least.
Oh yeah.
So you got to do the math on give and take on that, but that's richer than makes me, yeah. So
yeah,
into next month, into April, we're flying down to Mississippi to see our daughter, and hopefully the next few months she gets married, and that's one of the bottles, which I think they are. That's one of the bottles I'm packing for the wedding and stuff. I've got some special ones.
Nice.
But I've been saving, and mine's an 8-year, I think. Was it 2 years ago? It was the 8-year. It's hiding back there.
It's something like that, yeah.
Yeah. I've got some E.H. Taylors I don't have open yet for that trip. But yeah, that one, no. We could have sat here a long time. Old Fitz.
Yeah. And I know sometimes people are mixed on those or like mixed on particular releases. I was very happy with this one.
That was the 9, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, mine's not going to be terrible at the 8.
Yeah.
It's going to
Yeah,
be.
and it's from fall of 2018 release.
That's Heaven Hill. Wait a minute. That's not the one I said was Heaven Hill, though, was it? I think I said yellow. I don't think I said green. Yeah, I think I said yellow. One of them I got like a little bit of hay. I'm sorry. I got them, backed up.
You wanted off the rails, you got off the rails.
That's fantastic. I mean, but you know what, though? You kept the train moving down the rails with 100 proof. At least I got the over 3-year part right, just off a shot, even though you were telling me it was. All right, I got to get Gary a sample together. Let me think.
So let me know when you're ready for yellow as well.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think. I just took a taste of it. Shit. Yellow's good. Yellow's the one I said after following it. I did blue first, then I hit yellow second. When I hit yellow second, I was like, this thing's crushable. And Gary's like, yep, the back end has got a little bit of spice, but it fades a little bit. And it's still there. It's just really, really nice. Yeah, it's gotten a little bit lighter as it sat.
Yeah,
it's still creamy. Very, very good vanilla cream with that.
So I did try to climb the age ladder with these, and I believe this is the same age as the old Fitz, which is why I could have
9-year.
put them in a different order. But I said I didn't want to put it right next to red because it might be the same distillate.
This isn't Four Roses, is it?
Nope.
I mean, it's not even. It could be
But what was the distillate of red, Marty?
I don't remember now. I got so tore up I didn't write it down.
Here's
it
red.
was Old Forester. Yeah, sorry, I do have it written down.
Yeah.
Same distillate. Is this a 117 series? Yep. You know what? That might be the one I've got. No, mine's older than that. Mine is that a 23? Is that a Jackie? Hold on a minute. Let me. My dumb ass don't. Here we go.
So it says spring of 2014 for the distillation season. So that's why I'm saying 9 years.
Okay.
And this is the batch 1 bottled and bond.
Ah. Aha. Okay. That's it. Damn hell. That's fantastic. I gotta look. Mine's over there in a box somewhere. I don't think it's even on the shelf since I moved. But I did crack it with Dan and Sean one night. They saw it sitting behind me like, Marty, crack that son of a bitch. Oh, okay, I did. It's fine. That was probably the most expensive bottle I had then.
Yeah, because that came out almost 2 years ago at this point.
Well, no, mine's older. Mine's something else. Mine's something else. I remember being at the distillery and asking the lady, Kevin was with us. And of course, Jenny and Christy, our wives, were with us, and we didn't know better. And the girl says, "Can I help y'all? Y'all are looking for anything?" I was like, "Yeah, do y'all ever bring anything special out? The same old goofy guys, in every whiskey store." And she's like, "Well, every now and then they'll roll a card out from the back and it'll have like gift bags on it. And, if you see that, it's a good chance just to go get in line." And I said, "Oh, really?" And so help me God, as she was explaining that, here comes 2 carts out of the back. And I was like, "Kevin, look. So me and Kevin go run and jump in line, and it was the 117 series. But our wives, we didn't know what they were. And our wives were still walking around the store, but we could have put their butts in line, and we didn't. But that's just when you're learning the game, I guess. But yeah,
hindsight is 2020.
yes. And then before we got there, we stopped at the Kroger, and I'm not going to say it right, Elizabethtown, I guess, outside of Louisville.
Yeah, about 45 minutes south of Louisville.
Yeah, because we were staying there, and me and Kevin were shopping around, and I walked by this great big Four Roses barrel, and they had just put a Four Roses single barrel pick all the way out, and it was that was back when they were $75 or $72.
Yep.
And I never saw one in the wild before. I was like, "Kevin, look." And we both bought one, and the girls are sitting in the truck at this point, and we could have sent them in, but we didn't know. We did think about it. Like, we don't know what we're going to see when we get to Louisville, so we need to save our money a little bit.
Right, yeah.
So, but yeah, that's one of the best ones I've ever had. It just, yeah. And it kills me, man, because I would, even though I've got probably 12 of them, if those things were after tax under $100, I'd still buy them. I really would. I think I would. But when you're at 110, 113 before tax, it's just, I don't know. They need to be in line and grab whatever they're rolling. Yes, Maureen, you're right. You're right. But half the time I can't find them because they're down the street at another bar drinking something else and trying to find a pack of cigarettes because they drink or they smoke when they drink a lot. Well, shit, I did get something close, I guess. Gary, if I haven't said thank you to you all, thank you for doing this for me. That's very good, and it was very hard because I really thought. I still say Blue has an Austin Nichols old school feel to it.
And when you get something like that in your head, it's tough to move away from it.
And I started there, like you said, that was not your plan, but hey, let's get off the rails quick, and that's kind of what we did.
Yeah, but
I agree with that. Yep.
Yeah, that's why it worked out better that you didn't want the questions up front, or I didn't give you the theme up front, because you got to see what roads it was taking you down.
Gary,
but I mean, your tasty notes though on all 4 of them were on.
Good. That's what I want to. Yeah, that's good because if I ever end up helping some more people with picks and stuff, I want to be able to say what I'm feeling. Instead of just, it's hard to just. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. I like this one. Well, why? Well, this one's different from this barrel because this one has more wood. This one has more cake. This one has more vanilla.
Yeah.
And I think for people watching, if you ever have the opportunity to do a pick, if you haven't yet, please take something to write stuff down with, because a lot of times some distilleries will give you great books and pens and some won't. And just please write down, because as you start going through them as a group, you can compare to what, and don't be afraid to say what you got, because you're not wrong. That's the thing. That's another thing great about this hobby. Find me something else in the entire world that you can share with a group of people and nobody's wrong. Special. I don't know. She wants to do some videos again, so I may try to get her in here. She's got a great palate, but so I need to work on that with her for sure.
Yeah.
So,
when on the picks that I'll go, it's like, what do I think of the nose, palate, finish, but ultimately palate. You know, there's times like when we've been talking through things and it's like A's got a better nose than B, but B's got a better palate. B, you know, I can forgive the weaker nose for the better palate.
Well, you know what though? Let me tell you what a lot of people, at least that I see, when I'm drinking with friends or a group or we're all together at something, if you'll nose it the first couple times, and then you're done. And then from there on, as you continue to talk, when you're done talking, you'll take a sip. And that
Yeah.
you might nose it a little bit more later, but you will sip more than you know. So
Yeah.
what you're explaining, that needs to be the baseline of what you're doing on a pick.
Right.
So I taste better. I agree, 100%.
Yeah. And you're usually not going to get such a difference where something that has a horrible nose is suddenly going to be wonderful on the palate. A lot of times when you're getting down to it, it's finer differences, and you just kind of have to, you know, like almost anything in life, it's a rarity that you get sort of this is the barrel. You do on occasion, but a lot of times it's like, oh, no, a couple picks I've been on, it's like I could rock, paper, scissors, and no matter what we picked, it would have been a great barrel. But, you know, you try to get something that has the personality of the team.
Okay, I think what you just said, I think almost 100% answers the question I've been wanting to ask you. When we're on picks together or in our groups, and there's multiple people on these picks, do you stand off alone, and Marino, you know, whoever, and you know this is a mass pick? This is going to have a hell of a yield. We're in a huge club. It's going to sell out in a day or two. Is your instinct, as you're tasting your samples, do you turn your knob to, I think glass B everybody will like more than A, B, and C? Or do you stick with, I really like A for me, I'm sticking with A?
So some of it, I've picked with different groups. And when back when I was with the Southwest Michigan group, there were a lot of newbies in the group. There was a lot of taters in the group. You had to pick something that had a wider appeal. You couldn't really get fringe off the wall with that group, you know, unless it was something that had like a yield that was like under 70 bottles, in which case you can find your hardcore people that are looking for something more fringe. With Pour Nerds, we just want damn good, and if damn good is weird, then we go weird. You know, if damn good is just, you know, I mean, we just want something that just people drink and go wow and don't really think, is this more mainstream? Is this sort of off the wall? It's just, you know, what kind of has that whatever they put out, I'm buying.
I pick and taste for the large group, would buy like, and if I'm in between two, I will look with them. Yeah. You know what we need? I think the next time we're on a group pick, whoever is there, that's their group or whatever, may need to just say before we start tasting, hey guys, pick what you like the best. Eliminate this thought.
What?
When I'm in between some, I'm like Marina. If I'm in between some, I might go a lesser heat palette than I will one that's hotter because of the group, and I may like the hotter one better.
Yeah,
you know, and I may be not doing justice to the team by going that route. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's just interesting. I've never talked about that, you know, or if anybody has ever. What's up, Thomas? But
it does kind of help to know who is, you know, what level people are at on the team. You know, are they just people that, you know, that have some bottles and enjoy it, and or have they have they gone down the rabbit hole? You know, are they the serious nerds on the stuff where, and you can usually triangulate your group of folks by talking things through. The new riff pick that I did, we had a lot of people that had never been on a pick before on that one. And, so for them, it was just, that was helpful because the group we were picking for had a lot of similar people to it. But we just, kind of talked through what are some of the things that we want them to notice about it. That, they might be used to just drinking it down without giving that much of a thought to nosing it, that much of a thought to kind of holding it in their mouth and getting a little bit more taste, giving it a little bit of time to think about, how long that finish is swinging by. But, one of the things that I have found is what tends to be the best picks are the ones where everybody on the team is just sort of like, yeah, it's this one. Anytime I've been on a pick where everybody's been unanimous, those are the picks that get the reputation that, I don't know if they make it to full legendary, but those are the ones that everyone's like, damn, you guys just hit it out of the park.
Yeah, that's what's special when we kind of like that Four Roses deal with Jason and Scott and those guys. That Darrell was the only one that was a little bit off that one, but it when we did it blind for the second time, he went straight up with the one that the entire group picked. So when you have 10 people and nine of the 10 are on the same barrel, and then you go back and let the entire group blind your favorite with the one outlier.
And running your finalists in a blind does wonders because sometimes people like, it's the first one that I had, I love the best, that's the greatest one in the world, and then they go ahead and blind it, and then they pick the other one because they no longer know what is what, and you just sort of like whatever now whatever one's the better, that's the one that's better.
That's it.
The blinds don't lie.
No, you can't. It's like stats, man. You can't fake the numbers. The blinds don't lie.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, let's spin this wheel. Let's give 2 samples away. Corvette Trey's going to give a sample pack away, and I'm going to give a double oak sample. I'm trying to think. I've got this Peerless double oak rye. I've got some Peerless double oak. I've got Sagamore double oak. What else? I've got a Starlight Distiller's pick. I think it's 109 proof double oak that I love. All right, so we got some rye and bourbon double oaks. Good. All right, that's what we'll do. So Gary is better. All right, time to win. Ben says Gary is better. Oh, of course.
I don't know the context of that, but thank you.
We'll just say, yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll go with that. All right, share screen. I understand. Let's go. Will a name. Share. All right. Can everybody see that? Let me bring it up. Nope, you can't see it till you bring it up here. There. Boom.
There it is.
All right, Gary. How many times do I shuffle for the double oak? I'll do Trey's first.
Well, Trey is 3, so let's go with 3.
1, 2, 3. Good luck for the Trey sample.
Oh, that was almost a fix there.
Randall. All right. Randall, I'll give his information to him. Your information to him. All right. Shuffle. Well, you said 3. 1, 2, 3. This is for the double oak sample pack. I bet you I've got more damn sample bottles. I bet you 4, 8, 13, 15 sample bottles for the jerk.
Yeah, it's going to get to a point where instead of shipping, it'd be cheaper to fly them down
I
and just have
agree.
them drink them there.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so I've got a stream me and Hawk are going to do with him. His bottle's ready. He won another one a couple weeks ago. Okay, perfect. This is great. Fantastic. Gary, I'm going to put something together. I'm brainstorming. I've got some ideas. I just, damn, I got to keep them to myself because if I start throwing them out loud, you're smart enough to remember. So,
Well, I'm smart enough to go back and watch the stream again.
yeah. Like, what the hell did he talk about? Yeah, he was talking about those old bottles he was going to throw in here. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, okay. I've got it. I think I've got an idea. All right, guys. Next Tuesday, I'm not sure if we're going to be at the beach for Jenny's spring break for a few days. But if not, I may try to do something later in the week. We will see. Chris Tatz, thank you again for 2 weeks ago helping me with Greg, getting him on here with me and the Bourbon Jerk. If you've not subscribed to the world's worst bourbon channel, now is your chance. And you are missing out if you haven't. And if, I'm just saying.
And the good news with over 100 episodes is almost none of them are timeline specific.
Yeah.
So to go back a year and a half and watch the original ones, it doesn't matter when in time you see them. It's not like, I'm reviewing a 2020 bottle, which makes no sense to watch in 2025. And every video is what I say it is. It just might not be what you think it is.
That's right. Yeah. And if you've got a lot of time to spend and watch videos, don't plan on it being there.
Yeah.
You can watch
you can go through
yep.
all 100 in about 15, 20 minutes, I think.
All right. Let's see here. There it is. Boom. There's the link. Thank you, Tom, the Bourbon Jerk. Yeah. Awesome. Beach stream. Love it. Just, yeah, I did a beach stream about 4 years ago, Trey, and that was an absolute train wreck. God, it was 7 hours, me sitting outside, lightning storm. Adriana's like, Marty, you might want to go in.
This is a big whiskey.
Is that the 8-year? Yeah, man. So wait a minute. 108. Oh, it's a single barrel. I got you. 118. 8. That's the one I've got. Yep. I've got a sample of that one.
That packs a big punch.
Yeah. Did he send you the bottle in bond?
Yes, I had that earlier.
That's right. We started with it. That's what we
Yeah.
cracked together. That's right. Yeah. The cognac is great. The rye. That's the one that's probably second for me in the lineup.
Is that
Tom was with me on that?
Was that one?
Yeah, that's the rye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top Jimmy, I like the 8-year a little more than the 9-year. Yeah, okay, sure. Good stuff. I mean, he's got good stuff coming. So, and also, yeah. What else? Tom Morrow, Limestone Farms stuff coming out, getting more available. I'll get Tom to get me a update on everything going on with the property, with the distillery and the hotel and the grounds and everything. They're still working hard there. I need to get an update for that, and I will soon. But with that, guys, congratulations to Randall, Raja, and Tom on the wins. Thank you guys for all the support. Gary, thank you for getting this to me. I had a blast. I knew I would, and I can't wait to see you in person again. Hopefully, it'll be in the next few months.
Yep.
So, and I'm gonna throw something together for you. We'll do something again this summer, in the late spring, early summer. I'll get with you and get a schedule, and
sounds good.
Maybe get some 2-ounce sample bottles and get Marine in here with us. See that's what I'll do. Yeah, well, we'll make it real. Maybe do a weekend night or something when we got nobody has to go to work or nothing stupid like that.
Well, her schedule kind of alternates. So
okay, so we'll just have to work it out. I'll send the samples and we'll work it out.
Yeah.
All right, guys. With that, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time on The Whiskey Nose. Cheers.